We're hitting the road, folks. Welcome to Travel Tops. Today we're taking you on a journey through Eastern USA to satisfy your relentless hunger for travel experience. We're talking greasy spoons and dive bars, the scent of pine needles and salt air, the murmur of history whispering from cobblestone streets. We're going to meet the locals, hear their stories, share their food, and maybe, just maybe, discover a little something about ourselves along the way. Let's dive into the top 10 experiences in Eastern USA. First stop, New York City, the city that never sleeps, a concrete jungle teeming with a million stories. We'll lose ourselves in the chaos and energy of Times Square, grab a slice of pizza from a street vendor who's seen it all, and maybe catch a Broadway show that'll break your heart and put it back together again. This city is a shot of adrenaline straight to the heart. But New York's not all bright lights and big dreams. We'll wander through the quiet corners of Greenwich Village, soak up the history of Harlem, and find solace in the serenity of Central Park. Because in this city of contradictions, you'll find beauty in the most unexpected places. Trading the urban jungle for the open road, we're heading north to New England. The air is crisp, the leaves are turning, and the scenery is straight out of a postcard. We're talking winding roads that hug the coastline, quaint villages frozen in time, and the freshest seafood you'll ever taste. We'll lose ourselves in the history of Salem, feel the spray of the Atlantic on our faces in Maine, and maybe even spot a moose in the wilds of Vermont. This is a place where time slows down, where the pace of life is dictated by the changing seasons, and where the people are as genuine as the maple syrup they serve with their pancakes. Next stop, Washington, D.C., a city built on power, history, and the weight of the free world. We'll stand in the shadow of the Washington Monument, feel the weight of history at the Lincoln Memorial, and wander through the halls of Congress, where the fate of the nation is decided. But D.C. is more than just marble monuments and political maneuvering. We'll explore the vibrant neighborhoods of Adams Morgan and DuPont Circle, sample Ethiopian food that'll set your taste buds on fire, and maybe even catch a glimpse of the president's motorcade. This is a city where the past and present collide, where tradition and progress are in a constant dance, and where the future of America is being written every day. We're heading back to New England, folks, but this time, it's all about the food, specifically the bounty of the Atlantic Ocean. We're talking lobster, fresh off the boat, characterized by its large claws and sweet, tender, succulent meat. We'll chow down on fabulously consistent oysters and devour clam chowder so creamy it'll stick to your ribs. But it's not just about the food. It's about the people who catch it, cook it, and serve it with a side of salty humor. We'll meet lobstermen who've been braving the elements for generations, chefs who are turning simple ingredients into culinary masterpieces, and locals who know the best places to get your seafood fix. Next on our Eastern U.S. adventure, we're walking in the footsteps of revolutionaries on Boston's Freedom Trail. This isn't just a walk in the park, folks. This is a journey back in time to the birth of a nation. We'll stand where patriots once stood, hear the stories of their bravery, and feel the weight of their sacrifices. From the Boston Massacre to the Boston Tea Party, we'll relive the events that shaped a nation. We'll visit Faneuil Hall, where fiery speeches ignited the revolution, explore the USS Constitution, a symbol of American might, and wander through the hallowed halls of Harvard University, where generations of minds have been shaped. Next stop, Chicago, a city that rises from the shores of Lake Michigan like a steel and glass dream. We're talking towering skyscrapers that pierce the clouds, a skyline that'll take your breath away, and a history as rich and complex as a deep dish pizza. We'll wander down the Magnificent Mile, marvel at the architectural masterpieces of Frank Lloyd Wright, and catch a Cubs game at Wrigley Field, one of the most iconic ballparks in America. And of course, no trip to Chicago would be complete without indulging in a Chicago-style hot dog, piled high with all the fixings. Leaving the urban jungle behind, we're heading for the serenity of the Great Lakes. We're talking miles of coastline, charming towns, and beaches that stretch as far as the eye can see. This is the heartland of America, where life moves at a slower pace and the people are as warm as a summer day. We'll explore the quaint villages of Door County, Wisconsin, hike the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore in Michigan, and maybe even catch a glimpse of the Northern Lights. This is a place to escape the hustle and bustle, to reconnect with nature, and to rediscover the simple pleasures of life. Our journey takes us to Shenandoah National Park, a haven of natural beauty in the heart of Virginia. We're talking rolling hills, cascading waterfalls, and forests that seem to stretch on forever. This is a place to breathe deep, to lose yourself in the wilderness, and to reconnect with the natural world. And keep your eyes peeled for black bears, folks. They're out there, roaming the woods, living their best lives. We'll observe them from a safe distance, of course, respecting their space and marveling at their raw power. This is a reminder that we share this planet with other creatures and that we have a responsibility to protect them and their home. We're in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, a place where history comes alive. We'll stand before the Liberty Bell, a symbol of freedom that still resonates today. We'll wander through Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence was signed, and imagine the courage it took to defy an empire. But Philadelphia is more than just history. We'll explore the vibrant neighborhoods of South Philly and Fishtown, sample cheesesteaks that'll make your arteries sing, and maybe even catch a Phillies game. This is a city that's constantly evolving, reinventing itself, but never forgetting its roots. Our final stop takes us to Cape Cod, a place where the land meets the sea in a symphony of sand dunes, salt marshes, and crashing waves. We'll wander through the charming villages of Provincetown and Chatham, indulge in fresh seafood, and maybe even spot a whale off the coast. This is a place to relax, to breathe in the salty air, and to let the rhythm of the ocean wash over you. We'll watch the sunset over the dunes, painting the sky in orange and purple, and know that our journey has come to an end. So there you have it, folks. Travel Tops has taken you on a journey through the heart of Eastern USA, from the bright lights of New York City to the quiet shores of Cape Cod. We've seen the iconic landmarks, tasted the local delicacies, and met the people who make this country so unique. We've explored bustling cities and sleepy towns, hiked through forests and strolled along beaches. We've experienced the vastness of this country and the diversity of its people. Like and subscribe to Travel Tops for all your top travel tips and inspiration.